Hi, fifth graders. Welcome to Unit 6, Lesson 3, and today we're talking about antonyms. And I just wanted to review with you what an antonym means, because so far in spelling you have only worked with synonyms. Now remember, synonym starts with S, means the same, which also starts with S. So that's a little clue I like to remember for a synonym. Now when you're working with antonyms today, you can see here I've written on my board, antonym equals opposite. And I've underlined the O's here because I like to remember that there are O's in both words because antonym, the O, is opposite. So today on page 56 in your book, in your student spelling book, you are working on a page that looks like this. And it says antonyms and definitions. Now, antonyms in part 1, it wants you to find a spelling word that means the opposite or almost the opposite of the words that they have written below. So if we take a look at this first one, expand, take a look at your list and see if you can find a word that means the opposite of expand. Now, you know that expand means to make bigger, so you're probably looking for a word that means to make smaller or to make little. Okay, you had a chance to look at your word list. I'll give you a few more seconds to look. All right, you probably have a pretty good idea. I looked before and I found the word compress. Now, if you remember, the word compress means to make really tiny, like if you compress something between a clamp or a vise, even if you sit on something to compress it. I like to compress my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before I eat them. Squish it all together. So I would write the word compress on the line here. You're going to go ahead and finish part 1 by finding the opposite or the antonym for each of the words written. Then be careful because in part 2 it says that you're going to find a spelling word that matches the definition. So now we've switched to definitions. So use your dictionary or you can use the wordcentral.com website and look up the meanings to the words that you might not know and make sure that you're putting the definition here on this part 2. Okay, and part 2 also goes over to the other side, so don't forget to do all 10 of them. And when you're done, meet me back in the Illuminate classroom.